Happy morning. The lesson is Glimpses of India, Part 1, A Baker from Goa. Have you ever wondered how an ordinary baker became an unforgettable part of a whole community? By the end of today's lesson, you will understand the story, learn new vocabulary, and be able to answer CBSE questions confidently. So, let's begin our journey to Goa. Before we start, let's know our goals today. We will understand the story, learn important vocabulary, appreciate the traditions and culture of Goa, learn the values hidden in the lesson, answer CBSE questions confidently. Keep these 5 goals in your mind. The lesson was written by Lucio Rodriguez, a famous Goan writer. He loved the traditions, people, and culture of Goa. Instead of writing about kings of wars, he wrote about ordinary people and everyday life. Through his lesson, he reminds us that traditions can continue for generations when people value and preserve them. Before understanding the story, let's know a little history. Many years ago, Goa was ruled by the Portuguese. They introduced bread making nearly 500 years ago. Even after they left India, the tradition of baking continued. Even today, many Goan families enjoy fresh bread every morning. This shows that good traditions can survive for centuries. Now, the author shares his own childhood memory. Every morning, the village baker walked through the streets carrying fresh bread. Imagine the peaceful morning, the smell of fresh bread, the happy faces of children. For the author, the baker was not just a shopkeeper, he was part of everyday life. Can you remember someone who visited your street every morning? People knew the baker had arrived even before they saw him. How come? Because his bamboo stick made a knocking sound on the ground. That familiar sound became part of village life. It was like a morning alarm for everyone. The happiest people were the children. Why? Because they loved bread bangles, a special kind of sweet bread. As soon as they heard the baker's stick, they ran happily towards him. This shows the excitement and innocence of childhood. In Goa, bread was much more than food. It was part of every important occasion, whether it was a marriage, a festival, or the birth of a child. Bread was always present. This tells us how deeply bread was connected with Goan culture. The village baker was called a padder. People respected him because he provided fresh bread every day. His work was useful to everyone. This teaches us that every honest profession deserves respect. The baker wore a traditional dress called the kabai, a long frock like garment. His work was not easy. He worked hard every day. Yet his hard work earned him respect and good living. The author tells us that the baker's family was never poor. Why? Because bread was always in demand. People needed bread every day. Hard work and honest service brought prosperity to the baker's family. Now, we understand the central message of the lesson. Traditions may change slowly, but they continue when people value them. Old customs connect us with our history. That is the beautiful message of this lesson. This lesson teaches us 4 important values. Respect traditional occupations, preserve our culture and heritage. Every profession deserves dignity. Old customs connect us with our history. These values are useful not only for exams but also for life. Now the time for important vocabulary. Read each word clearly. Observe the spelling, meaning, pronunciation, parts of speech, and try to use these words in your daily conversation whenever you get the opportunity. That's how you can develop your vocabulary. Now the time for important sample questions. Observe them and try to use 5 W's and 1 H to create your own questions and answers to understand the lesson from the different point of view. Discuss with your team members as we plan our teams in your classroom. So discuss with them. Keep practicing these 5 W's and 1 H method. As much as you use them, you will become very good in critical thinking and thinking ability, and you can attempt any type of question from this lesson to do your activities. Don't feel shy, don't be afraid, participate and practice. You know that practice makes a man perfect. So don't feel shy. Now the theme and values, if you see, this lesson teaches us 4 important values that are useful not only for exams but also for life. Respect traditional occupations is the first one. The second one, preserve for culture and heritage. Third one, every profession deserves dignity. Fourth one, old customs connect us with our history.